Okay, now we're good. It just transitioned me over, and then like zero fanfare. We're just in. Hey, what's up, everybody? Okay, so we seem to be okay over here on this OBS. We have this OBS set up. I just got done being sick, so I'm gonna sound strange. Okay, what do we have? This I did not tweet about this, but luckily I had things prepared. I tried to be responsible today, to what degree I can. We're gonna pin that. Okay, so we've officially done that. Let's figure out. Hey, Cameron Culligan, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Yeah, my sleep schedule. You know how it can be really erratic. It is. It gets to a point where it goes full circle, and I've been staying up so late that it has come back around to where I've been getting up early. It's been that bad. So I go to sleep at like 7 p.m. and wake up at like 3, 2 or 3. All right, so, okay. We have the X station. Okay, good. So I think, honestly, we're set up to capture, which I am capturing today, by the way. We're set up to capture. We have the stream going. Everything's good. I think we're okay. I think we're going to weather this storm. Hell yeah. Okay, good. Nice. Echo Night 2. So that's what we're doing. Let's get that going here. Boom. Full load. That's what I got for you right here. Full load. Okay, so this is not going to be a coming soon kind of video, but a coming at some point type of video. But I'm working on a video covering fan translations. And at first I wanted to kind of structure it in the same way, like a just mega similar way to the RE clone videos, right? I wanted them to be kind of short. You know, you got little 5-minute chunks here and there. You get about 7, 8 of these games per video, and then everything's good. But as I'm going through and making a list of fan translations for each of these consoles, I'm thinking like, damn, this looks good. This looks good. I want to play this. And I've made a massive list of just, oh, wait, hold on. We don't have any sound. That's why. We're going to have to restart that. Wait, sorry. I'm sitting here fucking blabbering. Hold up. Okay. Anybody who typed in there's no sound, we're going to fight now. Never do that to me. Ever again. Hold up. Let's do this. Okay. All right. So we have that now. This is... Yes. Okay. We'll do that. Let's see how this fares. Hopefully I can get the sound right again, because I had the sound perfect a second ago. As far as like my monitoring, not for you guys. Okay, full load. Now we're good. Okay. Cameron Culligan says, good, playing a shit ton of FF14 lately. I figured I hadn't caught any of your streams because of Japan time difference. No, I haven't been around, man. I have not streamed in easy 2 months. If not more. Okay, we're recording over here. Hey, Cumby Lad, I wonder why I didn't get the notification for that. Anyways, thank you. What do we got here? Re-upping, it looks like. Which way is it hanging? This is a very good question. Hold on. Oh, that's too loud. Oh, no. We created an issue. Are you guys telling me, what do you think? Is this a good mix right here of music and voiceover? If you had it your way, how would you tweak it? Which way? Would you tweak my voice louder, the game quieter? What are we doing? It's been so long you've forgotten how to. I would love to say that's the reason why I fuck up when I stream, but we all know that this happens even when I stream consistently. Is Policenauts one of the fan translations? Of course. All of the big hitters are there for sure. You've got Policenauts in there. I was thinking about if I was going to include retranslations. I mean, because if that was the case, just with Final Fantasy IV alone, we could fill an entire menu. So I'm not sure, but we have a lot of the big hitters that everyone's going to be well familiar with. But the idea is hopefully to include so many fan translations that no matter who you are, if you watch the video, you will find out about a brand new one. You know, that's the general goal here. Hey, Toe Licker. It's been a while. Still into toes? All right. If I were you, I would do the stream shirtless. Honestly, man, it's so fucking cold right now. It is a cold Tokyo afternoon. Where's Air Combat? I never played. Wait, Air Combat. No, I was thinking Ace Combat. Where's Air Combat? I don't know. Like in this game? Okay, sound is a bit too low. Okay, I think that was from before. You guys tell me right now. We have no music coming from the PS1. Volume levels. We're doing good? You know, one of my biggest problems is I always get comments about how quiet the stream is, right? And which is appreciated because I want people to tell me how it goes. Okay, I think all right, we're good. But I don't know how I can fix that because as far as my monitoring levels go here on Streamlabs OBS, I'm almost peaking with my microphone, so I can't raise the gain there any further. I guess I could further boost the gain with like a filter or something, but okay, volume sounds good. Okay, so that's good. Oh, the voice is fine. Okay, yeah. Just the general mix basically is what we're searching for here, and this is a good song to do it around. But I'm also kind of, the reason why I'm getting your guys' opinion is because I'm also trying to experiment with keeping sort of further away from the microphone, which might require me to raise the gain actually. Okay, maybe something like that, yeah. So just a little further away, I can hear a little more of the warmth of my voice. I'm trying to revamp the way that I record my vocals, and maybe streaming can serve as a bit of a testing ground for that. So anyways, what's everybody been up to? What's going on? I haven't been around for a while. Oh, YouTube's telling me to insert ads. What do you guys think? Should I insert some fucking ads? I imagine the answer is no. So we are playing Echo Knight right now, right? And it's for the fan translation video. And you might be asking yourself, well, Jared, why the fuck has it been 2 months since I last talked to you? I don't know. I don't really know. This is menacing music, but this is like the kind of music that plays when like, when two twin robbers in like 1830s London are walking around with like one of those black eye masks on and like a bag with the $sign on it. This is that song. I love this game's presentation. This is so good. It's so much better than the Kingsfield games. Which is like not a dig at Kingsfield, but this is just so much more of a realized, actual, real, modern, recognizable location versus Kingsfield, where it's just like a square cave. Fighting a dry cough. Yeah, I just got over being sick. Josine got me sick as a fucking dog. It wasn't that bad, but it was kind of annoying. So that's why I'm sounding a little more raspy, a little more haggard than usual. And I'm still at the tail end of it, so if I'm a little dumb. Ace Combat 3 got a fan translation? Ooh. Okay. Wait, did 3 release in America though? I'm not necessarily looking for fan translations of games that were only released in Japan, but I either want it to be a Japan only release or something that has something about it that's interesting enough for me to talk to, and it's a translation of some kind, or a repack or an undub of some kind. You know, I don't want to just be general like a video game mod video, but I do want to keep it within the realm of modifying the language, spoken, written, whatever. Where's Joe and Big Cat? I miss that unmovable cat behind you. Yeah, so Rufus is upstairs right now. Right now is his hanging out in the sun time, and you do not interrupt that. That cat loves to spend a good 3.5, maybe 4 hours a day seated in the sun, hanging out, having a good time. But Josine is in America right now. She's in Freedom Land. She's up there hanging out with her dad right now, and they're going to drive from where they are in like South Carolina, I believe, all the way down to relatively, not central, yeah, central Florida-ish, to visit her grandmother. And I guess my mom's going to drive up there and meet him, which is pretty nice. Mizurna Falls, yes, John Long, sorry. I have a buddy named Joey Long. Mizurna Falls is on there. That one Japanese adventure game, Akangwa. It's like a Mayan phrase or something like that. Akangwa, something like that. I forget it. Anyways, that's on the list as well, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, Douglas, I'm not going to even pretend to fuck with you. That's genuinely my favorite version of MGS. I swear to God, I'm not lying. I know that sometimes my opinions are so dumb, it appears like there's no way a person could actually feel that way. But I really and truly love Twin Snakes. Sweet Home Carolina, that's it. That famous song that everybody is well aware of. So what has everybody else been up to? What's going on? It was my birthday yesterday. Ooh, happy belated birthday. And I broke my toe last weekend. That's fun. That's a real fun break. Anything on the hands or feet takes forever to heal. Broke my toe. Same day my wife signed me up for a month of classes, martial arts school, to get back into sparring. Oh, no. That's the worst. Fuck, my apologies, but it sounds like you're taking it lightheartedly, which is really and truly the only lesson to be learned there, is to have fun. Linkle liver story, yes, absolutely it is. 110%. Okay, so maybe. Yeah, can I have you? I can have you. We can drag it. Okay, so full disclosure, I have played this game, but I played it not years ago. Technically years ago, at the very most technical sense, because it was 2 years ago roundabout. But I forgot everything about it. So this is going to be fun. We're going to go on a bit of an adventure together. Libe, what's up, dude? How you doing? All right, hold on, wait. My mouse is dying. This sucks. I'm gonna have to buy a new mouse, and I hate it. I guess I could replace the battery in this Razer mouse. Okay, so I'm at a crossroads. I know this has been the worst stream so far because I haven't fucking played any video games, but I'm at a bit of a crossroads because I have this stream right here, which is a Razer. Okay, hold on. I need to find, because I always forget this. It's the RC3003, which it'll tell me what the actual name of it is. I don't know the product number. Oh, you piece of shit. It's not going to tell me. Anyways, it's a dope ass wireless Razer mouse. And it is pretty convenient because it's wireless, but it also includes a nice little dock that you could sit it on with these two metallic contact points that sort of allows it to charge. So you can, go to sleep and you don't have to unplug and plug something in, which is a big deal for me. But the battery has been dying on it lately. And you might think to yourself, well, you just replace it and that's the end of it, right? Well, here's the thing, and this makes it way more difficult, is my dad died recently. And it was his mouse. And I've been using it because it's just like it's kind of like a nice little nostalgic kind of thing. Because I sort of wanted this mouse when he was alive anyways. So I don't want to replace it necessarily. But what I could do, maybe I could buy like a better battery for it. But I sort of have issues with like its ergonomics as well. So man, I don't know. It's a very tough scenario because how do you? I don't know. That's a rough sell. But it's like I also kind of the part of me that I think my dad gave me as far as like personality goes is like, man, I always want like the new tech stuff, the next big thing or something. Something that's kind of like new and interesting, and I want to. That part of me wants a new mouse, but then the nostalgic sort of softy in me also wants to be like, oh, come on now, you got to keep your dad's mouse, right? So it's like I have those two warring parties in my head right now. Think you have the same mouse? Bitbox Turbo. How you doing, by the way? I like the new icon. Or I think the last time I streamed, you had that icon as well. But either way, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, it's a really good mouse. The DPI is great. I don't game competitively, so I don't need much. And the only issue that I have with it is, one, the battery's been dying just about every 2 days now, which is really annoying. Sometimes it's every day, depending how much I use it. But the other issue is when I sit it on the dock, you have to kind of fiddle with it and fuck with it until the contacts hit it in just the right way. Unless you clean off the little bottom contacts on the mouse, little metallic pads that the contacts make contact with. And I don't want to have to clean it with rubbing alcohol like every week or something like that, because that's like what's required for it to sit on the dock properly. And it's kind of like a common issue with this mouse. So I am kind of in a bit of a rough spot, because it's like, fuck. My life could be easier with a better mouse. Then I'd feel awful all the time. So, you gotta weigh your options. Only Hitotsu. Hitotsu dake. I know it's officially afternoon because the Obachan next to me is beating her rug on her balcony right now, and she does that every afternoon at the same time, so that's like how I know. Oh. Yo, he plugged her right off the bat. He didn't even give a fuck. That's cool. Oh, we had the same dad. Yeah. Very dad experience. He had a very dadly presence to him. He's a big tech head. He was into computers, into like audio gear. He was into tools and building stuff, The quintessential, the dad blueprints. Did he say onjin? What are onjin? Maybe I heard that wrong. Yeah, it's an interesting realization to have out loud, right? I got a node for you, Brian. I refuse to use anything besides the Logitech G305. What does the G305 look like? I used to be well, you know what? I'm charging my mouse. I can't even look it up right now. I used to be a heavy Logitech head. I used those those gaming keyboards with the LCDs on the top. The very first one, the G something, I forget the model number, but it was Logitech's very first keyboard. It had the flip up LCD because you could like close it, and I loved it. It was so cool. It was a monochrome LCD, and it was kind of like a shit LCD, that awful viewing angle, but it was one of the coolest things I ever bought in my life. Ross Wolf, what's up, dude? How you doing? What do we got over here? It looks like a Microsoft mouse, like a mid-fancy one. Ooh.
とにかくこう暗いんじゃどうしようもないな。その辺を見てこよう。電気ぐらいなんとかなるだろう。
So he said denki, which is like lights or like electric lights. But he said like denki gudai something, and like gudai is like around or about. That's what I hate about Japanese is I've officially gotten to the point where I know enough to know how much I don't know, and it's just constant questions like this all the time. Metal Gear Solid Collection may not be the best, but hey, at least it's not the Silent Hill HD Collection. I mean, you're correct, and that's good, for sure. But like that is a very, very low bar to clear as far as quality goes, and I don't think that should be the level that we hold developers to quite so much. Although, to be fair, it's not the worst HD collection in the world. But obviously, yes, it could have been better. What have I been listening to? Oh, Crispy Ash. Okay, yeah, and I saw your comment about the music recommendations. I got you, dude. Don't worry. I got you locked in. So lately, I've been listening to a bunch of stuff. I don't think, since the last time I streamed, I've been listening to Crosses. Very, very good stuff. It's Chino Marino from Deftones. It's kind of like electronic, not synthy. Honestly, so the song that I'm talking about is called Light as a Feather, and the best way that I can describe it, the feeling that it gives me is essentially that it was cut from the soundtrack of the remake of Miami Vice with Colin Farrell in it and Jamie Foxx. It has that sound to it, and I don't know how to describe it other than like 2010s electronic mall goth sort of club infusion. It's very hard to explain, but I will say that Crosses is very good. And I did not know they were very good until very recently. So the song Light as a Feather by Crosses, very good stuff. Very ambient, dreamy, kind of like a more upbeat Drab Majesty, maybe. So that's on the softer end of the spectrum. On the more hard side of things, there's a band called Throne. Like you throw something like Throne. That was a big surprise for me because they're like sort of like a down tempo beat down kind of sound, but they have a very unique kind of way they go about it that I really, really like. Their song Parasite is what drew me to them real hard. Parasite is like, oof. And they hit me really hard, and they came out of nowhere, which is kind of rare for me because I know a lot of people that play music and hardcore and death metal and heavy metal, so I'm kind of like plugged in. I usually hear about the new stuff before it has a chance to blindside me like that, but Throne came out of nowhere, and they have like a lot of really good bangers. And here's the weird thing. Their fucking guitarist is the guitarist from Vilcharta, which I don't expect anybody to know who Vilcharta is, but it's very weird that he, like a sort of not melodic gent, but experimental gent band like Vilcharta their guitarist would also be in like a pretty traditional kind of beatdown band. It's sick. Kind of sounds like Health. Yeah, some of the softer, more ambient Health songs for sure. Health can also be a little more aggressive and chaotic and angry, but yes, that is a very good way to put it. Oh, there's such a good what's the word? Reverb on that sound effect in this room. That's cool. Cooper W. I'm happy to hear you say that because most people don't agree with me when I say that. Yeah, I think that the Miami Vice movie was fucking heavily overrated. It had a really good soundtrack. One of the things that you could potentially hold against it is that it was one of the kind of first films to be made primarily with all digital cameras. And you know, with all digital, you get that really grainy, low light performance from the early, like the 2006 to like the 2012s in that neighborhood. But other than that, great soundtrack, great acting. It's almost like a heist movie, really. Very good. Okay, Throne. What else have I been listening to? Another sort of similar-ish band to Throne is Guilt Trip. The guitars in Guilt Trip are a little more heavy metal adjacent than Throne is. Throne sounds more like a beatdown band, like a more hardcore influenced band, whereas the guitars in Guilt Trip sound more like somebody who grew up listening to like Metallica and shit, you know. I think Miami Vice movie has terrible sound editing. The guns sound like it's just the on-site blank audio. So that's, honestly, Church, that's what I liked about the movie. And here's an interesting thing. This is something I don't expect most people to know. Fun little fact. So they actually recorded the gunshots for Miami Vice at reference level, which means the guns that they fired, what you're hearing is an approximation of, it was recorded at the same volume level that gun would actually produce in real life if you were firing it from the shoulder or whatever, right? They have like an actual like metric they use to measure that. And what I like about that is it's unedited and raw, and it sounds like a news broadcast from like a war zone. And that's what they were going for with the all digital thing is a sort of not like not one of those like Cloverfield sort of approaches. They weren't going for a found footage type of thing, but they were going for more like camera crew embedded with a SWAT team kind of approach when he was making the movie. And the sound design actually represents that pretty well, I think. Fuck, I wasn't paying attention to what he asked me to do. Where did he tell me? I don't remember. Oh, wait, I did find it. I found a leaf, right? Something. Finally. Oh my God, he'd had amazing sound design. You're absolutely right. Heat was one of those movies that I used to use to benchmark surround sound systems. So when you used to build sound systems back in the day, what you would use to benchmark them and to I'm forgetting a lot of words. Like I said, I'm sick. My mind isn't working very well. When you calibrate your levels for a surround sound system, especially for like cinema viewing purposes, it kind of depends on, I guess, like the content that the person would be more likely to watch. So if I was going to build a home theater system for a person who potentially might, Oh, wait, I can combine them, can I? Okay, how about that then? Oil lighter. No, there's got to be a way I can do this. Anyways, the point is I would use different movies to benchmark different systems depending on like the size of the room and the acoustics and whether or not, the client. Fuck. I bet I shouldn't have done that. You know what? Everybody already knows what's going to happen right now. Anyways, Heat was one of them. If I wanted a system that was more tuned towards like heavily edited audio, Marvel movies, stuff like that. But there was another movie that used reference level gunshot sound effects that we would use for stuff that would be more dialogue driven, which sounds really weird, but those scenes just really helped us test center channel speakers, which is cool. I play Max Payne to test my sound systems. I would say Max Payne 2, really, really good bass in that game. A very deep sort of presence to it. Okay, now we're good. We're back to where we were before. I just hate wasting resources and then like it's a fucking FromSoft game, so. Wait, did they use some kind of caravan ambush tactics as actual tactics for training purposes, or am I misremembering? What are we talking about, for Heat? I'm not sure, to be totally honest with you. Oh, wait, I have to go back and get his little Campbell deal. Hey, Jared, of all the survival horror games that come out this year, do you have a favorite? Oh, man, that's rough. That is really fucking rough. There's some really good survival horror games that have come out. I will say nothing that comes to mind as far as like traditional, you know what I mean? Like Resident Evil 2 style survival horror. Nothing comes to mind in that sense, but I would say the last great survival horror game, indie or otherwise, would probably be Signalis, I think. Yeah. Ooh, okay, I know where the candle... Yeah. Okay. Now I know what I'm doing. We're in the fucking mix now, boys. We're doing it up. Okay, Val Kilmer, reload and cover and leapfrogging or bouncing maneuver they used. So I don't know if they used anything like that for training, but I do know that that one California bank heist where they had the full body armor and even like head and face armor and stuff like that, those guys used tactics from the movie Heat in order to like help train and stuff like that, which is kind of interesting. Or maybe it was that shootout that inspired Heat. I could have those two events mixed up. Nightmare of Decay, I would say, is close enough to a traditional survival horror game to excuse the fact that it's a first-person game pretending to be a survival horror game. By the way, I love that game, so I'm not necessarily putting it down. But I wouldn't say I would include that in a list of like true survival horror games that have released. Jared, have you played that new Souls-like game, Lies of P? It's actually pretty good. One of the better Souls games so far. The best one is still Elden Ring. You know, a lot of people have been really wanting me to play that game, and I'm not a Souls-like guy. I don't think I would get much out of it. I will say that the Lies of P, it seems interesting, if not just for the kind of the setting and the interesting idea. It has the same appeal to me that something like Kingdom Hearts does, where it's kind of like a fun, I don't want to use the word gimmick. It's kind of the word's escaping me right now. My brain sucks. Hollywood bank robbery, 1997. Yeah. Yeah, I remember there's like a documentary style or like a news broadcast kind of thing where they talked about that incident. They were interviewing one of the detectives that was there, and one of the guys brained himself when he was cornered. And the detective, they were interviewing him, and he was like, I don't think he shot himself. He was already been like shot in the arm or something. I think he was trying to like do a tactical reload with his mouth and accidentally ate a bullet instead, which is amazing. Probably better than him actually doming himself. Did I try the Star Ocean 2 remake? I have, and it's fucking awesome. I love it. I wish I had time for it right now, but I am going to buy it just to have it sitting in some kind of a digital library that I won't touch for a long time. Unsold is my favorite Souls-like game because it's not a Souls-like. It's Ninja Gaiden style. You know, I was never really good at that, but you know, to be fair, I've probably not played it for more than like 30, 40 minutes maybe. Not because I hate it or anything. I haven't really gotten around to it, I guess. Yo, there we are. We got ghosts. It's ghost time. Okay, so that's my strafe. Strafe. We got strafes. Use the candlestick to unlock the Moonlight Butterfly boss in the balcony. Word. Now, if that boss kills me, I'm going to be very mad at you. Oh, I need to find the candlestick holder first, I imagine, then. Regardless. That is creepy. Oh, so the key's hidden in there. So here's an interesting little Japanese lesson for those of you who are listening who, the very few amount of human beings on Earth who know less Japanese than I do. For honorific Japanese, you can verbally show or verbally express, I want to say regret, but it's more like just like, it's a shame that this happened or whatever, by adding like a chata or a jata at the end of stuff. So like, I think he said the lights went out, so he said kie chata, which is like the lights went out, but he's expressing that that's like an unfortunate thing. It's not a good thing that the lights went out. Jata. Very interesting. Yeah, I can do that, but auto center my camera, please. Oh, it's a joke. Okay, well, because that's what I was about to say. It sounded like it made sense from a FromSoft perspective. And he, like, somebody says, "Oh yeah, there's a Moonlight thing in this game," and I'm like, "Yeah, I assume that's correct." So here's a question: is there like a Moonlight Blade or whatever in this game? Okay. Okay, so I imagine now in the present world that cabinet will be open. Or maybe I just gained the fish food from this event, I'd assume. you never know.
そうだ。鍵をしとかないとまた怒られちゃう。
Got a Super Famicom, some JRPGs for me to practice with when I start learning Japanese. That is smart. I would say go for the video game Japanese practice early. Do not do what I did, which was sort of be afraid of the reading component of Japanese and sort of like be hesitant to jump in. For sure, you definitely want to use something that you really get into. Like if you're into a specific manga or video games, you definitely want to go for that. But yeah, reading is so important. I thought that I could get by. Okay, so realistically speaking, I was more interested in learning how to speak because it was a skill that I could more readily utilize when I traveled here, when I would come to visit Japan. And like it was sort of like a muscle that I could flex very quickly and very early on, because learning how to say stuff sort of speaks to my learning process versus learning how to read things, because I have dyslexia, so I already have an issue reading English. So I was very worried about learning hiragana, katakana, and kanji, and it really bit me in the ass because I learned how to speak Japanese long before I learned how to read it, which is not good. Tom Nady, 2042, finally got around to playing Onimusha Warlords. Absolutely fantastic. 100% agree with you. It's awesome you got around to playing it for the first time. That's sick. I assume for the first time is the implication there. That is such a good video game, and parts 2 and 3 are so amazing, and parts 4, you know, in its own interesting way is also pretty cool. And it's like, that's a series that is just sitting there and just waiting to blow someone's mind. Some kid who's like 15 years old, you know, who was born during the Xbox 360 era or something like that. I know that math doesn't make sense, but they get an eyeball full of Onimusha for the very first fucking time. Beauty. You gotta love it. I've talked about this before on stream, but I sort of wish that there was I don't want to say like a drug, but like a substance, a pharmaceutical substance that I could take that would make me forget hyper-specific things so that I could re-experience them for the first time with like a brain. You know what I mean? Like, so I could get that first time experience again. But since I can't do that, what I did was I started a YouTube channel so I could live vicariously through you guys as I recommend stuff that I love. Oh, by the way, this song, fucking flames coming off of it. But you got shot in the head. I don't need that from you. I was born in the PS1 and 64 era. I was born during the NES era. That makes you feel any better or worse. Yo, I got an astral piece. You can't fuck with me. I'm killing it. Okay, nothing to be found there. Jared, Yongya was a bad choice for Kiryu. Short, fat otaku made a video on how his dub sucked. I mean, he's just like, he's not good at voice acting. He doesn't, this is the only voice that he is capable of doing. And it's like, dude, don't do that, man. It's like, they get a job in like something else. You know what I mean? You already have, like, you can make money as a YouTuber or whatever, a content creator, and that's fucking awesome. But maybe, like, play to your strengths. For example, like, I wouldn't get a job making money, like, soldering small electronics. I have a very shaky grip. It's like impossible for me to do. But I don't know that I would force myself into that career choice. Auto-tune karaoke sounds like the most fucking amazing idea I've ever heard in my life. That sounds so good. Yeah, that's my girl. There's something slow and intentionally laborious about movement in some of these FromSoft games on the PS1, and it's so good. I love it. It makes so much sense to me. And a lot of these older games, too, they didn't necessarily tell the player how to feel. So I remembered in the early 2000s, not the early 2000s, like the angry video game nerd era of the internet, a lot of early content creators would sort of use that lack of on-screen reaction as a way to kind of like mock old games. Like, look, this guy just saw his girlfriend encased in glass and he's got zero emotions. But I think it's more like old game developers used to trust the player to sort of react on their own and not need the video game to tell them that they have just experienced horror, you know? I might be being too charitable, and it may have just been an early game design type of deal, but you never know. I might be a genius. He tries to growl deeply like David Hayter. Like, dude, you barely passed as Poochie in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Star Ocean. It's an interesting name. I haven't played the most recent Star Ocean game, and I kind of really want to, honestly. I've heard very mixed at best reviews, but I still want to check it out. Okay, so that's... My throat's starting to hurt me. The stream may not be a long one, guys. I apologize. I know I said this last time, but this time I swear I also will attempt for this to be true. I do want to stream more. Really and truly, so here, the reason why I haven't streamed in so long is kind of an interesting combination of stuff. But one of the factors is, and keep in mind, I started streaming not to make an additional amount of money, because I never thought that I would make money from streaming ever. Like the fact that people would ever super chat me was like no, of course, like, why the fuck would they do that? I haven't done anything worthy of receiving money. But it was just it's sort of a way for me to hang out with people. When I was bored of capturing footage, I could instead play a video game and then have a conversation with the people who watch my content, get a little bit of feedback. So it's not like, oh no, the streams don't perform well, and then that's an issue. Because usually when I stream, it's like 100 people will show up. Because I haven't streamed in a while, it's like, 80 people. That's, it's pretty good. That's roundabout enough. But I looked at my past streams, because you can archive them, right? And you can look at individual analytics for each individual video. And I had never looked at how many subscribers had been gained from each video that I put out. And I was like, that's kind of interesting. Like, maybe a video that doesn't do well with views might do well in getting new people to subscribe, potentially. So I was like, oh, that's kind of an interesting way to look at, metrics like that. So I started looking into my old videos, and I started noticing an interesting trend on my streams. -2 subscribers, -3, -5, -10, -1. Every single time that I stream on YouTube, I, without fail, 100% of the time, lose at the very least one subscriber, which at the end of the day doesn't, it's not, I'm not going to lose my mind over one subscriber. It's, that won't kill me for sure. I mean, it sucks when anyone unsubscribes, but, I'm not kept up at night by every single instance of it going on. That being said, it's a little unnerving when every single thing that you put out causes people to want to be around you less. So I don't know, like that kind of really doesn't help the entire endeavor. I know I already checked that drawer, but I am paranoid. Oh, here we go. Would this work? No? Does that... Let me... I didn't know you were a JoJo fan, Jared. Cool. Honestly, I'm kind of not. I liked the OVA, that first one from like the 80s, I want to say, maybe 90s. But I don't like the series very much. And it's, for me, kind of like interesting in a sense because of how different it is stylistically. But outside of that, I'm just like, I don't really give too much of a shit about JoJo, sadly. But I don't not like it either. Like, the episodes that I watched of the more recent TV show, I was like, oh yeah, this is pretty good. But it's more like one of those situations where I don't understand where everybody else is coming from, because there are people out there just dying for that show. They love it. And I guess I don't get that same thing from it, which sucks. I want to be a part of that. I fucking would love to love something with the rest of you. Still no Alan Wake 2 review. Yeah, I'm taking my time with that one. At first I was kind of like hurrying, like, yeah, I definitely need to like get an Alan Wake 2 review out. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, man, that's like a really slippery slope, because I started this channel with a sort of promise to myself that if I ever made money with it, that I wouldn't let that sort of gauge what went on the channel and how I express myself creatively. So I was like, you know what? If that's the case, then I'm going to take my time. I'm going to do my thing with the Alan Wake review. And I don't necessarily need to have to worry about whether or not it gets out on the, at the exact right time. Okay, so we have been in here. Yeah, okay, so we have been in here. We're in here. Guest room. Parlor. I guess we haven't fucked around in the dressing room yet, have we? Or maybe we have, and I'm crazy. Jared, are you into survival crafting base building games? Minecraft sort of started that, but there have been newer games that have been better systems, like 7 Days to Die, Ark Survival Evolved. I'll be honest, not really, but I'm open to the idea of them. I kind of like some of the auxiliary ideas that get used in games that are sort of adjacent to those style games. Like, what was that top-down game? Darkwood? Darkwood was a really good top-down horror game that included sort of a crafting system and sort of base customization mechanics in a sense. And I liked that game a lot. It was really, really fucking good. But I don't really go out of my way too much to play pure survival games. Alex Morrow says, hope you're doing great, Jared. Thank you very much. I'm getting there. I'm starting to do great. So you will have your wish very soon, my friend. Bubblegum Crisis and Yu Yu Hakusho were fire anime. I could not agree with you more on both accounts. Love Bubblegum Crisis. Me and Josine are planning a Yu Yu Hakusho rewatch. I downloaded a really, really good, really, really high quality Blu-ray rip of the series, and we're going to fucking go through and just bang them out. Jared, what is your least favorite anime? I hated Inuyasha. Interesting. Okay, so least favorite. I actually liked Inuyasha, but if somebody told me they didn't like it, I would say, yeah, I get that 100%, despite the fact that I like it. Least favorite. JoJo at least deserves a spot on the list, but not because, not because it's bad, just because I don't get it and I don't like it also. Probably Naruto. Which sucks because it's like, it's not Naruto's fault. Like, I actually want to watch Naruto, but it's like people who wear Naruto headbands and ninja run across anime conventions sort of ruin that series for everybody, I feel like. That's one of them for sure. Bleach, I never understood, but I thought the art was cool, so I get that one. Yu Hakusho dub or sub? I would probably go... It's Josine's first time, so I might go dub. I feel like if you're going to... Wait, where's my map at? She said to go west, right? But I already went west. Why do you do this to me? Oh, wait, maybe I'm facing west right now. No. I'm facing south. You fucking idiot. Okay. Okay, if that's the case, then... See, I don't understand. This wouldn't have been necessary if you could just give me an on-screen representation of the direction I'm facing. I would very much appreciate that more. But this? Is this where it wants me to go? Perhaps? Let's try that. Oh, no. This is where the laugh is. Okay. Did I ever play Scorn? No, I never tried that one out, but that's... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. I talked about this on stream before. There's something visually about Scorn that I just cannot get excited for. Like, I just don't care about, and I don't know why. It bothers me that I'm so fucking fickle about such petty bullshit. Dude, what's a game you loved but flopped? For me, it was Kingdoms of Amalur. I would probably say... I mean, most of the fucking games that I enjoy flopped, and I loved them. Stalker was a terrible flop. Oh, this is the living room. I keep expecting the description to say something about a fish tank, and that's why it keeps throwing me off. Okay, don't need to be there. Yeah, like most of the games I get into are commercial failures, but are really good. Resident Evil Remake, for example. Commercial failure, amazing video game. All right, so it's got to be in one of these two rooms right here. There's no way around it. I'll try over here first because I'm an idiot. Even though I do this so much. I will just walk around an area that I know for sure I have already searched thoroughly. And I'll just I'll research it. I know that there's nothing there. I'm pretty sure I've opened this drawer. But I'm going to do it again because I'm a fool. Yeah, nothing in it. I knew it. Hey, Fish Repair, what's up? Where have I been? Man, I've just been fucking working and trying to get my brain right. I was thinking about this today, actually, because I have a few friends here in Tokyo, and I'm not used to being... Because all of my friends in Florida are people I've been around my entire life. Like, they all know me so well, it's crazy. Oh, wait. That candlestick plate's out. So now I can... Oh, okay. We're back in business, people. We're fucking set. What's up, fool? I fucking got you. Why can't I take it, then? I don't understand you at all. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, all of my friends back in Florida know me, have known me my entire life. So they know all my mannerisms, all my weird idiosyncrasies and stuff, right? But my friends here in Tokyo don't. And they don't understand that I have this cycle that I go through where there'll be long periods of time where you can't get in touch with me. You won't hear from me. I will be gone effectively. I won't exist for like a month or two. And then I'll come back, and it's not anything against you or anything like that. It's just like, that's how I regulate myself. Because I am sort of social in a sense, but I'm also not very social at the same time. It's very hard to explain. But the only way that I could keep that up is by being social for a little bit and then kind of being alone for a little bit. And I kind of back and forth with those. But anyways, that's where I've been. I go on sabbaticals to get my brain correct. Okay, so I am looking at the other room, which means the hallway must be here. Oh, wait, it says it right there, doesn't it? I'm an idiot. Chadwick Porter with $2. Thank you, man. Have I streamed separate ways yet? I have not. I haven't streamed anything yet. This is my first time streaming since the last time we talked, actually. So no worries about you missing anything, I promise. Okay, I need a key for the distribution board. We're going to figure this out, guys, together. Okay, so let's be more specific. What's a game that failed that I think shouldn't have, or that I really got into that I loved? You know, I don't necessarily do it by failure, because that's like more of a financial thing, but more like I sort of get into a lot of games that people really hate, and I would say chief among them is Final Fantasy Dirge of Cerberus. That's probably the one that kind of failed financially, did not impress people critically, but I thought was pretty good. Or at least better than most people tend to think it is. Ooh, Cold Fear. That's a good one, Ferris Brett. Cold Fear was a solid title that had a really, really interesting, not premise, I guess setting, general setting. Like the idea of being on a ship and then being on an oil tanker. Both of those are really good ideas for a horror game. Okay, we've already been in here. There certainly will not be... Oh, okay, these, they go out. They only have a certain amount of time to them. Okay, so then what does having the candle lit do then? I mean, obviously I can see when I'm in there now, but what does that get me? Mafia 1 and 2 were great. I never got into the Grand Theft Auto style games. The open world, like... that kind of stuff. I never got into that kind of stuff, and a lot of those games kind of passed me by because of that bias. And I admit that I am a little biased in that sense. Do I have anything that might need to wash off? Or what is the astral? I'm afraid to use it, though. Okay, well, use your fucking inventory, Jared. It's there for a reason. Has passed away. If I use it, it will. No, because what if I don't want to waste it. Okay, yeah, we talked to that guy. So maybe we can take that astral piece and get through the door that she's talking about. I would wager that that has a chance of working. I love sandbox open world games. Yeah, they were never my thing. Never got into them. But there are some that tend to like kind of pierce through that veil a little bit. Okay, on the plus side, I cannot misuse that. So that's good. That's a plus. Oh, okay. Maybe I take that thing to where my girlfriend's locked up. Potentially that helps. Yeah, I remember Crackdown I liked, so that was fun. In the open world sandbox kind of realm. I think a lot of people tend to argue that Stalker is more of an open world kind of sandboxy type of game. I guess there are some surface level similarities in that sense, but I think Stalker is sort of like its own thing. I don't think there's very many games on planet Earth, even games that try to clone Stalker that are like Stalker. Starfield was a huge flop for Xbox, man. That game cried me to boredom. Did it do well financially? I've been hearing like a lot of like heavily mixed reviews about that game. Some people on Twitter, and by the way, when I say I've been hearing, what I mean is from people on Twitter. So yeah, but people have not been very even keeled about that game. It's either fucking the worst thing in the world or it's like incredible. But I don't see a lot of in betweens on that guy. Okay, well, let's see if this guy has anything further to say. This is my problem with FromSoft games. It's a lot of this. It's a lot of trial and error. It's like, oh, I guess I'll see if this works. Maybe. Who fucking knows? Oh, wait, I have the key on me, though, right? Didn't I? Oh, okay. Well, that's very nice of you. Oh, you know what? I bet you $10 I shouldn't have used that candle. Both of those candles. Well, one of them I needed to use. You just used the old oil lighter on him, huh? Well, you know what? It's a good thing that before the stream, I brought up a guide. Because I don't feel like... Let's see what you have to say over here, Mr. Guide. Okay, here we are. We're here. Redheaded girl, that's where we are. Okay, no, where do we get the key from? You've stepped over a very vital part of the process here. Okay, so it says I can give Elliot the key. Then if that's the case, game, I ask you, why have I not given it to him yet? I mean, I got the key from the little boy, right? Okay, well, let's go back to that fucking room and see. Because I'm a dummy. I think it's over here. Hey, Chadwick Porter, $5. Thank you very much, man. Also, since you've lived in Japan, when are we getting a Ghost of Tsushima stream? Oh, that's the wrong. Okay, so maybe don't title this room the dressing room necessarily. This seems more like... Is this like an old-style dressing room? Because I think because of the sink and tiled nature of it, it's more bathroom than anything. Ghost of Tsushima. I don't see why not. As a matter of fact, Chadwick Porter, on that same sort of wavelength, I've been trying to talk Josine into streaming with me more often because I have a lot of fun streaming with her. And me and her have both been wanting to play that game. So, you know, you play your cards right. Can I, like, squeeze under there? No. It was right there, you fucking asshole. Jared. So I got some stuff sitting upstairs waiting for me to cook up. Josine's in America, which means... and she also told me before she left that I need to watch out because I've been eating a lot of Uber Eats in the last 2 months. I've been sitting around my house just ordering food nonstop. I am fat, by the way. Okay, there we go. Anyway, so yeah, I want to make more food, so I'm going to try to cook dinner every night. Which sounds like a weird thing to endeavor to do, but in Tokyo, it's so easy to just never cook. Like you could just go to Koko Curry every day and have the best food you've ever eaten before.
おい、なんだよあれ。どけ。
Oh fuck, he's got the blicky. Get her.
こいつ一体。
Okay, so I guess I'll follow you into the... Of course there is. Oh, yeah. She's for sure got me. Yo. She's crushed my balls. Okay, well, can I... No. Can't sidestep her. Okay. Wait. No. The breaker. Alright. No, not that. No, Jared, you fool. No, you. Yeah. You cannot outsmart me. Man, I'd love to play Ghost of Tsushima with Josine. Do it on stream. Japanese cuisine is among the best. I like it a lot. I am very lucky to live in a place where I enjoy the food so much. Alright, so I definitely can follow that guy, and I want to. But also, now that we have electricity, I really do want to fuck with stuff a lot, so... There are two warring factions in my brain. Nice JRPG battle music, yeah, for sure. I'm getting fat too. Been working from home for over a year, but I'm trying to cook also. Yeah, I have some pork that's sliced really thin upstairs. A little red pepper, some yellow onion, and a little bit of yakiniku sauce, which I use for stir fry, actually. It's a little hack of mine. Very unhealthy. You don't want to do that. All right, so that didn't do much. So I guess maybe lighting that candle, having shown that ghost to the boy, is not a thing that is all the time then. Because light sources seem to be super important for keeping the girl away, but... It's a ghost, bro, unless those bullets are blessed. Silver, they ain't gonna do shit. Is that a thing for ghosts? Is silver bullets a ghost thing? I'm not up to date on my ghost lore. We definitely are gonna put something in there for sure, right? Let's save it. Why not? Save fat, go to gym, winter burnout session, profit. I don't like the way that I feel when I get really fat. This is going to sound so stupid because it shouldn't be tangible. Like, it shouldn't be tangibly noticeable for me to feel such a minor change in my body. But when I gain, like, a lot of weight, I can't... My body doesn't respond very well the way that I want it to. And, like, I feel like when I skateboard... I feel like I can't do certain things that I should be able to do, maybe, you know? I'm obsessed with this reading lamp, and I just have to accept that it is literally nothing, and I don't need to waste all my time on it. Oh, man, I love stir fry. Okay, so Goji Shea, here's a Japanese lesson for you. Stir fry in Japanese is itame. So ask for some... Buta niku shabu itame, some like pork stir fry. They have this place in my neighborhood called Hidakaya. And they have really, really good, like Chinese kind of food, like ramen, stir fry, fried rice, stuff like that. But their itame is the best, and it's where I first learned the kanji for itame. That's fun. You are a skateboarder. Yeah, I skate. I've been known to every once in a while. Yeah, my man got those bug eyes. Damn, chill. Break his neck, break his neck. Fuck. She's fucking him up. Oh. Murdered him. Okay, so yeah, definitely. I would like not to be anywhere near any of that. You sure are running slow, pal. Okay, no sense in... Okay, maybe the compass will help me now in my inventory and I can finally see where I'm headed. Uh-oh. Can we... Oh. Yes. I can never be fucked with. Fuck yeah. And I just want to kind of look at him because this is pretty good 3D modeling. It's not bad. Because usually FromSoft games, at least around this era, they were mostly about like non-textured polygons. Why didn't you? Don't tell me my fucking shortcut doesn't work. Hold on, let's see. Oh, it's if this is... Okay. Come join me as I figure out my computer. Live on stream. Floridian Shredder. Yeah, that's me. Skate more. Yeah, I really need to. Actually, that's another assignment that my wife gave me when she left, is to go to the skate park in Ikebukuro. I want to. I really do. But it's hard going to the skate park alone. Because you want someone there to just talk to while you attempt tricks, you know? Because that's just... So when I go there, it'll be me getting back my tricks. So it'll just be me doing stuff flat ground over and over and over again, which is boring. But if you have someone there to talk to while you're attempting kickflips, it makes things so much easier. Have I met Tony Hawk? No, sad to say. Me and Tony fell out of touch with each other long ago. Avalanche Review shirt I can never be fucked with. That's a good idea for a shirt. I would wear the fuck out of that. Look at those shovel hands. That's a very PS1 specific graphical trick. Is the old, this hand, one of these ones here, the Resident Evil 2 hands. Do the locals mistake you for some pro skater and you just go with it? No, I hope not. It'd be embarrassing for them to think that pro skaters are as bad as I am. Okay, I've told this story on stream before, but there might be people who have never heard it because this is a different time for me. I am a bit of a local legend right now because I do skate to and from school every day. And it is a very small neighborhood. Oh, my phone's vibrating. Hold on. I keep worrying that my wife will be involved in like a mass shooting or something because she's in the States. Okay. Crisis averted. She is still alive. What the fuck was I talking about? I was reading something. Oh, okay. So yeah, so I am kind of recognizable because I'm like a bald foreigner, and I skate to and from school every single day. So people like recognize me. And then me and a buddy were skating in an adjacent neighborhood called Nogata, and I was having fun. We were doing good. It was genuinely a fun time. I'm gonna take a picture of this so I don't have to go into my menu and see it. And then the people that live in the adjoining apartment complex called the Cops on Us. And now when you walk by Nogata, you will see a sign with like a fucking Adobe clip art dude on a skateboard, and it says no skateboarding in this area in Japanese. So I have made a lasting impression on this country, people. Never think to yourself, Jared has done nothing with his time in Japan. He has affected this country in no way. Never think that. Jared's the rad American from the animes. Yeah, dude, that's me. What a silly question, Jonathan. All skaters have met Tony Hawk. Well, yeah, we all kind of, we chill with them. Oh, no, fuck off. Okay, there we go. We need to get you to petition Sega to get you, in the next Yakuza game. Oh, that'd be sick. I've said it a million times. I really need to get into that series. That is a series I've never played aside from Dead Souls, and I can't let that continue. It's awful. You got to point those shovel hands at your friends to show concern. You do. It's a fact. It's like, what are you doing? The old full hand point. That's how you know a motherfucker is serious. When I go to the skate park alone, I warm up and see if I see other people. Things loosen up when I talk about tricks. See, and I know that that's going to happen if that's the case. But you know how it is with anxiety? You just like, you sit there and fret on it all the time. You're like, oh, fuck, it's going to be, this or that or whatever the thing is. And then you go and you end up going like, oh, yeah, there's no problem at all. I don't know why I was so worked up about it. And I know that's how it's going to be. I understand that fully. But it's just like that initial anxiety that you have to get over the hump. You know what I mean? Paul Rodriguez Jr.? No, but I would probably be more likely to have met Paul Rodriguez than to have met Tony Hawk, I would imagine. Especially since I don't skate transition, so... You should play Fate Stay Night as one of your fan translation games, one of the best visual novels. So I don't really get into VNs too much, but I will say that if you're doing a game on fan translations, you kind of have to cover VNs. So that actually is a good idea. Let me put that in another tab. I'm sure there's fan translations of those games. There has to be. What was that? Oh yeah, fan translation. I forgot what I was typing mid-type. No. Okay, here we go. Fate Stay Night translations. What do we see? There's one for PC. Interesting. Okay, so I have no PC translations. Oh, that's old. It's like a Windows XP type of deal. That could be difficult. I don't want to have to install a virtual machine in order to fucking play a game, but this is up for consideration officially. I can say that for sure. What about Margera? No, I'm playing. Honestly, probably I'm more likely to have been around Bam Margera than Tony Hawk. He seems to move in the kind of circles I'm more likely to be around. Am I going to eventually stream the MGS Master Collection sometime next week or before the end of the year? I'm not sure. I don't know. I truly have been thinking about replaying the Metal Gear games, but I just do not know. I'm in this hallway right here, right now. Again, that would be a game that I would really, really want to play with Josine on stream, though. There's something about streaming streaming is fun in general, but usually I use it to just do this and just sit and hang out and have conversations with people who watch my content and stuff. But when I stream to enjoy, like to have fun, it's usually I want to stream with my wife because she is fun to hang out with. She can be, let's say that. Sometimes she's a fucking asshole. All three games are emulated Konami Redemption Arc, right? Yes and no. To a degree, so I wouldn't necessarily say some of that. Like, for example, Metal Gear Solids 2 and 3 aren't emulated. They already made them. They just ported them to that. And you couldn't even say ported because it's already an HD game. They just allowed it to go to a higher resolution. It required zero work whatsoever. They may have made new fonts, but I think they're probably still using modified versions of the fonts that were made for the PS3 and 360 HD collection. The Metal Gear Solid 1 looks like essentially, if you would get the same effect if you were to put a disc of MGS1 into your PS3. It would be a very similar experience. There's low-key couple goals. Yeah, it's fun hanging out with her. We have fun. We chill. We play video games. We argue about the dumbest bullshit. And then we eat ramen at the end of the night. It's essentially the perfect fucking relationship. You really couldn't ask for better. And I'm not saying that just because she may hear it because she's asleep. Okay. Not bad. Okay, so she definitely does not want to be without that. We can figure this out, though. Don't worry. We can get a replacement. Roland, how you doing, man? Been a while. Okay, there's our fuse box for this area. Has she posted any anime videos lately? She has not, and I hate to say this, I don't think she will. She really enjoys making anime videos, but because she's been, thinking about coming back to YouTube and figuring that stuff back out again, which is going to be awesome. But we started considering it because a lot of anime YouTubers are quitting or transitioning into different content and stuff right now because anime companies are just squeezing motherfuckers by the balls. They're eating ad revenue from people with copyright claims. And she really, if she continues to do YouTube, she wants, to attempt to be successful with it. And if that's going to be the case, all the copyright claims are going to make that incredibly difficult. So she's thinking about maybe transitioning into a different type of content. Potentially, I told her what she should do is download. She loves role-playing games and she loves cute stuff. She should just download a bunch of cute like indie games and role-playing games and stuff and try them out and give her kind of like first-time opinion type of deal. I think that'd be sick. But she also is interested in making content about living here in Japan. So she's thinking about getting back into content. She's also potentially thinking about, stuff like vlogging and stuff like that, which I think would be fun. Figuring out how to edit and film and prioritize events and stuff for vlogging would be kind of interesting for just from a pure content creation standpoint. I'm good, man. How are you? Not too bad. I just got over being sick. Josine got me. She gave me the ick, so I was all fucked up in my throat. Oh, fuck. Okay. All right. Jesus. Do you watch the Trash Taste podcast videos? Not often, But every once in a while, they will do an episode on a subject matter I'm interested in, or they'll have a YouTuber I like on there or something. But all of those guys individually, I don't really watch their content a lot, so I'm not mega up to date on the trash taste goings ons. Can't get there. Gotta go this way. Okay. Easy peasy, right? Ooh, shit, Libe getting your first OLED, huh? Very nice. I have had 2 so far, and I fucking love them. First thing I would do... by the way, what are you getting? First thing I would do is get a hold of some HDR content and just drool at those black levels. Oh, gorgeous. What I really like is when you upscale old retro games, 4x3 content, and send it to an OLED. You get those inky black pillar boxing on the sides. It's just like impenetrable black. It's so nice. Libe says, thoughts on the completionist situation? That sucks, man. That's a really shitty situation. I think it's pretty cut and dry, though. It seems... Okay, so there's 2 distinct possibilities here, the way I see it. Either Gerard the completionist is like complicit or involved in some way in a really dirty money grabbing trick, which sucks, especially since he's doing it off the back of trying to campaign for people who suffered with a very debilitating illness that killed his mom. So certainly I would not like for that to be the case. The more charitable and more... Oh, God, you gotta love this aesthetic. This is too good. This is too fucking good. Anyways, the less depressing version of that is... This is his family's charity as well. And his dad or his brother might just be pieces of shit. And he may be put in a really fucked up situation of trying to play damage control for a family member who maybe could not take that kind of a hit and look as good as Gerard does right now, which is relative. You know, it's not a good look regardless, but he could have a family member that's just a piece of shit that stole money from people in his name and gave him bad information. And he doesn't want to go on the internet and say, my brother or my dad or my cousin, whoever is in this company, fucked me. And he fucked all of you and I hate them now. You know, he might just be a good guy. But I guess both of those depend on your opinion of him before and after, I think. Shitty situation, though. Very unfortunate, because the guy genuinely gives off the impression of someone who isn't one of those dudes, you know. Not one of those dudes who's going to pimp out a crypto project and then rug pull his entire fucking audience. Didn't give me those kind of vibes. And you know what's really shitty, too? Oh, it's a C3. Nice. I have a C3. Yeah, it's a C3. I have a C3 here, and then I have a G3 upstairs, I want to say. I think it's a G3. Those might be reversed. I don't know. I think the G is the lesser high-end model, and the C are like the number one badass ones, if I remember correctly. I could be remembering that wrong. It might be backwards, though. Either way, though, I have somehow the nicer model, the 55-inch, ended up in my room. And that's strange how ironic that is. I really don't want to see him go. You know, honestly, I never really enjoyed his content. So it's not like I would, you know, miss his videos or anything like that. But he seems to me like a nice enough guy. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would screw people over on that kind of a scale and do that kind of thing. But I mean, nowadays you really don't know with people. It seems like influencers left and right are kind of being proven to be pieces of shit.
クマさんがいなくなっどうしようジェシカちゃんのなのに
But it does seem pretty cut and dry that this is happening for sure. Like, it seems like there is no, maybe
ありがとう
it looks like something else or whatever. The fact of the matter is, the charity has never paid anyone anything before, officially speaking. And they've never worked with any of the people that he says that they've worked with. And it's like, the obvious inference from that is that it's shady, it's fucked up, it potentially could be like some kind of robbery, something really fucked up. But man, like I don't want to think that. He seems like a nice enough guy that he wouldn't do that shit. But all signs do seem to be pointing like that is the case. What are you gonna do? I have a weird history with that guy. He shouted my channel out when I was very small. I had maybe 3,000 subscribers. And I had done a video on Final Fantasy Type 0,
ジェシカの
the fan translation of the PSP, ironically. And he retweeted it. And he had so many followers at the time. I think at the time he was getting near 1 million.
と違ってあの子は体が弱い
That shows you how long ago this was, by the way. But or maybe he was at 1 million. But this was a YouTuber with 1 million subscribers who shouted out my video, and of course, that video would be historically the best performing video that I had ever had up to that point.
先生もそう言ってただろこの子たちの人生にはまだまだ時間
This music is distracting, to say the least.
そうね
Like I know what they're going for, but
私は
isn't the symbols?
揃って
そうしよう
It's good. Anyways, like, yeah, so he didn't have to do that. That's a very nice thing of him to do. And I didn't ask him to do it, or, there was no quid pro quo. He seemed like, he was like, here's a guy who's starting out and he has content that I enjoy. I'll try to show that to people. And that blew me away because he was the first big YouTuber to ever do that for me. I had friends who were my same size, 1,000, 3,000, subscriber YouTubers in that neighborhood. They had shared my videos around on Twitter and stuff and had kind words, which is always great. It's great to hear compliments on your content, always. Whoa. He just said his daughter's going to have a long life. Anyways. So, like, that's like, that to me shows that this is a guy who has a certain level of moral character, at the very least. It seems that way to me. Now, obviously, I'm biased because I benefited from that. But I don't know. It's perturbing, to say the least. That does not seem to be the kind of actions that a guy who would share one of my videos apropos of nothing, just out of the kindness of his own heart. It just doesn't seem like the kind of shit that guy would pull. You know what I mean? Could be wrong, though. 100% could be wrong. Why are you stopping me there, pal? What's going on here? Okay, I think there's a ghost there. That's why. I remember this section. There's ghosts here that if you don't help them, this couple, they can just like pass on and you'll never get a chance. Or they won't pass on and they're just like stuck forever, something like that. Everyone from Normal Boots but JonTron has major problems. Well, he had some for a while too. It's not like he got out of anything clean, for sure. He had his fair share of controversy. I think he found out that the less that he engages with social media, like frivolously, the less that he has issues. I think it's genius though, like because it's not inherent. You know, you don't think to yourself, yeah, I'll just not talk to anybody and then I'll never be in trouble. Oh, fuck. But that it does seem to be the case for the most part in the modern world. I had no indication that she was there, but also I wasn't listening, so it wouldn't have mattered. I gotta use a healing item. Okay, I'll take it. All right, so we have that bar there. We can't get past that. I know that we don't have power, but let's try it anyways because... Okay, no issues. We are working our way around. Brutal Moose is still clean. Seems like it. He changed up his content, though. He does, like, just the food stuff now, I think. That was a weird scenario because on one end, it's like, man, that's your content. I'm happy that you're doing the stuff that you want to do now, and that's dope. But then on the other end, it's like, come on, man. Everybody that liked that stuff, it's like, fuck, you had so much popularity because of them, and then you're just like, nah, fuck it. It sucks because that feels pretty shitty to say to a person as an individual, but as like a fan of someone's content and they're no longer making the content that you enjoy anymore, a part of you does want to go like, oh, I want it. That's my technical explanation of what's going on with Brutal Moose. Okay, so yeah, I think it should be... Oh, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. You got to play this game with headphones on. Jared, it's entirely possible for a person to do both those things. People are multifaceted. To a degree, yes. You are not wrong. You could most certainly just live a normal life, talk on the internet, and not be... Some music room. Joined room. Okay, so let's look for the joined room. That's us right there. But it can be hard because in today's climate, saying anything can offend anyone. I remember I tweeted, oh fuck, she's here. She found me. She heard me talk about Twitter. Now she knows. I remember I tweeted something back when Elon Musk had taken over Twitter. He like had this thing and he's like, no more remote work. Everybody has to like come into the office, which is like a fucked up thing for a boss to do. It's like, I'm coming in and now everything has to be totally different. And everybody was like pissed off at him. I was like, yeah, I get that. But what was really funny is there was a bunch of people who made like fucking $100K a year who were really pissed off that they had to like drive 35 minutes on the highway to, you know, go into the office. So I tweeted about it. I thought that was really funny. I was like, damn, that sucks. You got to like go into the job that you agreed to work with somebody. And everybody's pissed off at me. They're all mad. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm not fucking backing down from thinking that's funny. It's too funny. I mean, that will never not be funny to me. No one's going to ever convince me that a bunch of like rich dudes that fucking code for a living being upset that they have to go into work is not funny. That's never going to be. Okay, so if I go in from here, judging by this map, up and left. Okay. Anyways, yeah, everybody got pissed off at me about it. So I can understand how like you could say a pretty mundane thing on the internet if you have a big following. Because keep in mind, I don't have that many people that follow me. But you could say something pretty mundane and pretty boilerplate that would piss off a very small section, but very vocal section of your audience, I guess, the people that watch you. Oh, I forgot that I have the compass. That could come in handy. And then more than anything, it's your response to the controversy that ends up getting you in trouble. You say stuff like, look, I don't even care. And then people go like, look, he doesn't care about whatever is a very important issue or whatever the fuck it is. It's always something. So you're probably best off if you have a very large following, either being someone who naturally just does not get interested in things that are relatively controversial naturally, which those people are out there and they're living life so well right now. But for the rest of us, it's probably a good idea just to not talk at all, because you're not going to gain anything from expressing yourself on the internet, sadly. It'd be nice if that wasn't the case, but. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so let's do this then. Let's do this. You know, it'd be nice if there's like a dedicated map button. That'd be sick, instead of always having. But I guess you could just keep it there. That's not the worst thing. So go through there. That's the bar lounge. Into the dining room. The joined room. So we'll go back to the music room and take a listen. I think I remember what it is. I think it's dun, 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 dun. Dario Romero's remastered concerts with $5. Thank you very much, dude. Thank you. Long time no see, he says. Speaking of FromSoft, have you ever checked out the Armored Core series? Oh, I see her coming directly at me. Can I make this? Oh, fuck. No, please. This is so tense because you get caught up on everything. There we go. Sorry. There's ROM hacks that add analog controls to classic games. I've never in my entire life that I'm aware of played an Armored Core game. And that's another one of those series where it's just like nothing necessarily against it. I just never understood its appeal. Like, I like mech stuff. I like action. But I never got it. Looks good enough, though. Okay, so maybe we're looking for a song that starts with that sound. Right? Okay, so we have view, so maybe instead of giving it directly back, we kind of examine the item real quick. It's not a number 5-second movement. So what if I don't put it back, though? Do you think that's going to end up getting me killed? Huh. Okay, you know what? Maybe I feel bad because you can just let these ghosts sort of just die. And that feels rough. All right, I'll give it back. So I think you have to like match that starting note with the starting notes of one of those songs. I could be wrong. I probably am. I robbed his AC6 at the Game Awards. You know, everybody talked about that, but I never played it, so I couldn't really rightly say that, you know, one game deserved it over another. Otogi is another slept-on one from... I did not know that was a FromSoft deal. Interesting. Well, you learn something new every day, I'll tell you that much. Damn, my throat's starting to hurt. How long have we been streaming? Hour 55, pretty good. I decided I really wanted to make sure that I made it to 2 hours for this one because I was feeling kind of shitty, but I feel better now knowing that I made it that far. Okay. We could go back upstairs and check the opposite side. Maybe we could do that for a quick second because we've explored everywhere around here. We need a key. It's looking like there's not much else we can do. But maybe we'll go back through the cigar lounge and then try out that last key that we got on here, even though I know it won't work. You never know. Somebody mentioned Grogu in the chat. I remember skimming through. Is he in chat right now? Oh, fuck. Oh, I need to... Okay, that's an ashtray, so I don't need to worry about that. But I kind of want to go back in there and see. What's the Academy Award equivalent for video games? I know they do Game of the Year awards. I don't know. I guess just the Game Awards. That's it, right? I mean, I don't think there's anything else really out there. They had Spike had the... Is that still a Spike thing? No. Jeff Keighley, that's his own thing. The video game, the VGAs are different. Or maybe they're not. I don't remember. I don't fucking know anything about any of this. Speaking of DMC, I plan on playing through the whole series soon. Started a replay of the first one. I'm having a lot of fun. That first one is so fucking unique. Very interesting the way that they designed that game. Okay, so let's head back to the entrance hall. And we'll head upstairs and go to that opposite hallway. See if we can't run through there. I feel like I should probably be using that strategy guide more, but... The Clown Awards. You know, honestly, here's the thing, and I realized this, like, a long time ago. And by a long time ago, I mean, like, 12 years ago, so not that long for someone as old as me. I realized a long time ago that because my tastes are so kind of strange, or just not what most people typically get into as far as video games, I've learned to not really value video game reviews for their intended purpose. I use game reviews and awards and metrics like that more to more as like a source of entertainment, I guess. And so I don't really like stress about awards or reviews or anything like that in that case. All right, so I'm facing west. So, okay, so how they have it here, so I'm facing this way, so I have to look at the compass in the bottom left. And then this is telling me the room that I'm in here on the right. So I have to look at this and then dart my eyes to the very left-hand fringes of the screen so that I can see what direction I'm facing, just so they couldn't, instead of having this mouse cursor, just put something that looks like this but represents the direction I'm facing on the screen. You son of a bitch. This is a From Software fucking staple. By the way, Jared, don't know if you saw it, but Elon Musk was doing an interview with NBC, and apparently Bob Iger was trying to blackmail him. His response was telling Bob to go fuck himself. It's meme-worthy. Oh, yeah, I saw that. He was doing that interview thing. I mean, really, anytime anybody tells a major corporation to go fuck themselves, it's a good thing. The only thing I would say, as far as criticism, would be it would be nice if it wasn't another dude who owned a major corporation. It'd be cool if it was someone who was, like, normal. Okay, so I went through here. I know this is locked, but I'm going to try it again because I always do this. I use reviews from creators I know to have. I know have similar tastes to me. It's helped me with a lot of stuff I wouldn't have tried otherwise. I think I more use video game reviews to clue me in on like new stuff that I hadn't heard of before, like a fan translation of a game, or you know what I mean. I kind of use it to find out about video games as opposed to figure out which games are really good and which games aren't. That's how I feel. I feel like I can't necessarily tell anyone what's good, and I can't necessarily agree with anyone that thinks something is good because I have such strange tastes. So I started using video games media just as general media and less for like, well, if I'm going to buy game A or game B, I'll watch reviews and see which ones I like better. Oh, there you go, Roland. That's a good way to put it, actually. I watch reviews just to see some curated gameplay and hear about mechanics. Yeah, exactly. I'm listening for bullet points. There's slowdown sometimes, or it runs at an interesting oddball resolution, or combos, inputs on combos can drop for this reason. Like I'm looking for stuff like that, while I kind of watch visually stimulating gameplay footage that's been edited together in an entertaining way. Anytime someone tells the mouse to get fucked and stay fucked, it's a win. This is true. I've got no negative feelings towards it. It would just be a much better win if it was like a dude in a Misfits hoodie and not like one of the richest men on planet Earth. That's my only complaint. I'll take a W. I'll take it. I swear. Yeah, performance information too. Yeah, that's big for me. That's a huge, huge, huge part of it. Ooh, Clay McGinnis, I didn't see your message there. He says, Jared, what's up, brother? Been so long since I was able to catch you while you were live. Anyway, much love from New Orleans. Hell yeah, dude. My buddy Jim up here is from New Orleans. Nice to see you play something besides RE. Yeah, it's nice to be playing something besides RE, actually. Oh, my body still hasn't recovered. It's moving in slow motion. Okay, so Jared, please hit select and not start. Well, we know for sure she's dead, even though we never looked into it. This could have been one of those Zeppelin crashes where one person lives. So that's like the girl that's chasing us for sure, though, right? So what are these red dog ears for? Like, why are they trying to tell me that's female, normal woman, redheaded woman? Okay, so red for female, blue for male characters. I was thinking this had something to do with their importance or whether or not I just interacted with them or something. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm giving the game way too much goddamn credit. Yo, Casp. What's up, dude? Oh, well, look who pops up into my recommended for a reason I got no alert for. I don't even deign at this point to... Oh, what do we have here? Okay. Candles placed on a stand. Wait, this indicates whether or not it will be lit. What? Light candles automatically. Oh, yeah. Why would you not enable that? Fuck yeah. Oh, can you do that while on the fucking... Oh, you totally can. Okay, so this might be a game changer. This could help things. It also might not, though. As a Metroidvania fan, I was looking forward to The Last Faith, which is great in my opinion. IGN gave it a 7 because the reviewer couldn't get strong magic when he was in a brawler build. Yeah, see, that's the thing. None of these idiots know what they're fucking doing. And to be fair, I think it's reviewing video games that has taught me none of these idiots know what they're doing, because I don't fucking know what I'm doing. I have no idea what the hell I'm up to. Zero idea right now. I was terrified that I would start streaming and something like horrifically stupid would happen, because it might still. The day is young. But once I became one, I found out that we're all full of shit, so I don't listen to any of them anymore, especially Casp and chat. If you were to say, like, go to his channel, watch like 30 of his videos, he would fucking hate it. Don't do that. That'd be awful to him. We'll see if this works. Let's see if I could be like one of those fucking influencer guys. I'm going to send people after motherfuckers. You're on my list, Casp. That's it. You're fucking done for. Oh, you know what? It's fucking good luck that you're here for this specific stream, Casp. Oh, fuck you. There we go. Are there any fan translations you're particularly super into? Because I'm making a fucking big-ass video on fan translations, and I'm going to have a bunch of people jump on it. So start thinking about which one you want to do. I'm not giving you the option to say no. I'm closer to Australia now than I ever have been. Oh, you know what? I just got tattooed by some girl from Australia. I did not know this, but you can, like, get on a fucking plane from, like, Sydney and fly for 10 hours in a straight line and still be in Australia? That's fucked. I thought that place was, like, 15 minutes end to end. IGN is the worst example for reviews since they've always been shit and kept hiring plagiarists. Yeah. I mean, the plagiarism thing is like, that's on that guy for sure. I don't think that's something IGN could have done much about aside from appropriately, you know, firing the guy or whatever. I wouldn't say that that's on them necessarily. Unless it's happened again. Oh my God. I didn't even know. I can't believe I'm fucking streaming this. It's propaganda. I have fucking Jordan Peterson right here in this fucking game. I didn't know I was getting brainwashed. Fucking idiot. You ruined a perfectly good joke here. Mind-washed. That's funny for a different reason. Australia's huge. Why do you think they sent the Irish there? Explains why I don't want to go there too much. Didn't Japan recently loosen up tattoo regulations? I mean, really, well, yes, they did, because the Olympics are no longer an issue. The only regulation that was really an issue was maybe I do take that music. Was they tried to say that because a tattoo machine uses needles and needles are piercing skin, it's a medical practice, so you have to have a medical license in order to tattoo. But that was just sort of an excuse to shut down a bunch of tattoo shops. But now it's pretty laid back. No one gives a shit anymore, essentially. Okay, so now if we were to say go to... Oh, she appears right in front of me. You fucking ass. Oh, wait. We could do this. Ooh, I'm getting my fingers tattooed next month. I want to get, like, fucking knuckle to knuckle. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get, like, because, you know, some people, they'll get a letter. They'll get lettering on their fingers, but they'll get it just straight in the center of the finger, and they won't fill the whole thing. I'm talking about fucking top to bottom. I'm lettering those bad boys up. Now, I'm not saying this is what I'm going to get tattooed on my fingers, but I did figure out that you could get suck dick perfectly. And it would make for a very intimidating hand tattoo, I would say. Clean your room and get rid of the ghosts is the ending scene of the game now. We were right back where we started. We have failed so flawlessly. Jared, I'm back. Thank you for pausing the stream while I was gone. Yeah, no problem. We were getting a little bored, but I got you, dude. Don't worry. Yeah, okay. We're still good. Nice. Okay, so we took the sheet music. Why does the ghost show up more often in here? I feel like there's something... What did I just say? I just fucking said it. There you go. Now we really need to get you into a Yakuza game. What would your Yakuza nickname be? Man with a skateboard? Skateboard no ito. I don't know. I don't really know a lot of like Japanese naming practices. I don't know, like nicknames and stuff. Like I don't know if... Okay, so I took the sheet music. It does nothing, which is disappointing. Oh wait, there's a piano upstairs. Okay. Wasn't this an early PS1 game, like when it first launched or something? No, this is a later release. I believe this was 98. I want to say late 99. They pushed console to the limit with this game. Oh, 99. There you go. Kingsfield 1 certainly did not push this console to its limits. Well, I guess in a certain way it did. To a degree, but I would say this game is a much more impressive showing. Bald man, skater, gamer, badass. I'll take it. Noper 99. Noper 99 sounds sick. This is an enthralling piece. I like this a lot. I'm so hungry, my stomach is growling. That's so rare for me because I eat so much. I never get a chance to get hungry. It's such a crazy thing to think about. 1999, so years after devs got pretty much every part of the PS1. Yeah, they had it figured out. Okay, so I don't remember where the dressing room. The dressing room is the bathroom. We remember that. The West Wing living room is the fishbowl room. So it's one of these two here. Okay. Easy enough. Easy peasy, easy peasy. Yeah, Florida Man makes a little more sense. People still like to think of what if Kingsfield, Shadow Tower, and Echo Knights were on PC. Nah, you couldn't pull that off. This is a very special, very specific way to make video games. And if they had more resources available to them, this game wouldn't play or feel like it does now. I don't think so. I could have swore that I saw that there actually was a piano up here, but maybe I'm crazy. I might have lost my mind. Jared, do you think devs have the PS5 figured out, or is there more to get out of that system? I mean, we can't lock in 60 frames per second at 4K, so no, I don't think they have it figured out. But to be fair, so here's the thing, that depends on your question. Your question depends on them, actually, because either the question is, has the PS5 achieved what it's fully capable of, depending on what it's physically actually capable of, or depending on what Sony says it's capable of? Because if you think the PS5 can do 8K at even 30 frames per second, then obviously no, it hasn't lived up to those promises. But if you are a rational adult who heard 4K 60 out of a console and 8K 30 and laughed hilariously until people stopped asking you what you're laughing about, then Yeah, I would say no, it did not. Okay, so everything we have to do right now is essentially in that hallway over there, I think. You know what? Why don't we just read the damn guide? I don't know why I wouldn't do that. So let's do this. Let's say... Oh, I put it over here. That's why. I've had a cluttered desktop situation going on here. The red sphere. Okay, so we've done this so far. Go to the central wing bar lounge. Take the newspaper from the table. We did that. Okay, we got that. That's okay. I remember this specifically. Okay, okay. We're still in business, people. We have not yet lost. This is salvageable. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Conqueror of kanji? No, I think the person who was conquered by kanji makes more sense. How can you move the crosshairs around on a PS1 controller? What do you mean? Like this, using the 4 cardinal. Oh, okay. Well, I guess because it's not a dual analog stick control game, so I guess I can understand the confusion there. You essentially can turn left and right. You pivot around. It's tank controls, basically. Forward is forward for your character's perspective. Left and right pivots you like a tank. Backwards is always backwards for your character. Basically tank controls. Which is how any FPS plays. But for some reason, Resident Evil games are the ones that are like the worst ever when people talk about tank controls. Oh, you know what? I think this Elgato capture card, every once in a while you have to like... There we go. I don't need to explain myself to you people. I don't need to tell you anything. I don't have to explain what just happened. Cass says, also fan translations are one of those things where I'm always like one day and that day never comes. I legit think the one major one I've struck with is Itadaki Street. No, that's fucking perfect. And you already did a video on it. I would say, dude, do that. Like I was telling you before, it's basically just, 5 minutes. If you want to go over that, feel free. If you're like fucking mega hyped on a subject or something, but just 5 minutes talking about like a fan translation you think is dope as shit. Itadaki Street makes perfect sense because you already have like captured footage and then you can just kind of fill everybody in without having to play through the game. Maybe you want to play through the game. I don't fucking know. You do what you want. What I'm trying to say is I got to find that cigar lounge. There we are. No, I think that'd be fucking cool as shit though. And that's a pretty interesting game to lead with too, because there's so many RPGs that are fan translated. Like every fan translation is basically an RPG. There are like 6 fan translations that. Can you hear my fucking cat screaming at me? Let's wait. Let's see. There he is. Okay, he figured it out. Anyways, like, yeah, so it's mostly RPGs. So I've been really trying to force myself to find ones that'll help me get out of my comfort zone. So I'm trying to find ones for like adventure games, visual novels, all that shit. So Itadaki Street would perfectly fill that niche. And my asshole. And if there's 2 things you want to do, it's fill one of those 2 things. What's up, bud? Come on. So we figured out that he's going deaf. And it's killing Josine. She hates it. What's up, bud? He doesn't care much. Yeah? Come on. Get it. Oh, fine. I'll wait for you to do it. Why did we come back here? Oh, yeah, the lounge. All right, there you go. Stay right here, though. You can't fuck around. Oh, shit. Dobu, what's up, man? I didn't even see you there. King Grogu, what's going on? Re-upping after 20 months? Thank you, dude. I recall an RE5 stream was going to do. I will. I swear I will. I just have to fucking... My brain's got to be right, man. My head hasn't been correct. But I'll tell you one thing that's guaranteed to help everyone. Oh, fuck me. Wait. All right, hold on. Rufus, you have done this to me. You fucking talked back. You son of a bitch. I'm on danger now. Okay, first we're going to leave. Wait. Then we're going to go into the inventory. And then... Okay, here we go. Let's get Rufus's motor going real hard. Wait. There we go. Let's see if we can get everybody the medicine that they truly need. There you go. Do a little purr into the mic. He always wants to avoid it. That's the problem. Stay like over this way. Here we go. Yeah. That's the good stuff. Oh, wait, you guys haven't seen this yet. If you don't follow me on Twitter, if you haven't seen it, Rufus's neck, do you notice it's like maybe a little skinnier than usual? It may look like. He just got some surgery done to remove polyps from his ear and nasal canal, and he had to shave the fur on one half of his neck and gave him a little skinny neck. It was adorable. Dobu says, you thought you'd escape if you waited to stream until I was traveling again, but joke's on you fucking hell. I thought I was rid of you. There you go, buddy. What was I talking about before? I was going to say something. I completely forgot. Or sometimes I'll while I'm talking, I'll skim over chat and then I'll read something. I'll remember okay, you want to talk about this. And I forget it. So that might have been what happened. Bless you, buddy. Jared, honestly, the difference between 90s/2000s PC adventure games in English versus Japanese is something I haven't seen before. It's a very interesting kind of difference because Japanese adventure games tend to take a visual comic sort of thing. Buddy, are you done yet? He's sneezing his fucking life away over here. They're super into the Snatcher style adventure games. Very storybook, very linear kind of stuff. Whereas adventure games in America tended to follow the more LucasArts kind of method. Very interesting dichotomy there. King Grogu with $5. Thank you very much, man. Much appreciated. Because you promised to hear me cookie bribe. And welcome back, Jared-san. You haven't got it. It's true. I've been on a lot. Hope you're okay and have the cookies to help with Miklum. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, bud? He closed the door on himself. Hold on. I gotta... Oh, fuck. Rufus. All right, you guys are witness to this. You see, Josine says this doesn't happen. She says he doesn't get me killed. That this is a subject of my imagination. Hold on one second. Oh, shit. Your JLPT exam is tomorrow. What level is it again? It's level 2, right? Hardcore badass level, right? Hold on one second, guys. I gotta let my cat out. Yeah, come on. Yeah. There you go. Go on. Psst. Good boy. All right, we're back. Do I know Mansion of Hidden Souls? Yeah, that's Dreamcast, right? Oh, no, wait, no. No, that's 7 Mansion. Mansion of Hidden Souls is the PC adventure game. Right? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Now I have to look this up. Mansion of Hidden Souls is like a 90s, late 90s FMV adventure game. Mansion of Hidden Souls? Wait, did I read that right? Is my memory? I need to go to sleep. I'm fucked. Where's it go? Where's it go? Where's it go? Where's it go? Mansion of Hidden Souls. Okay, now. Yeah, it was. I was right. Mansion of Hidden Souls. FMV game. I'm a genius. Oh, no, it's not FMV. It's CG. Okay. But it's like D. That kind of first-person adventure type of game. Oh, I was recording footage that entire time. I'm going to have a lot of footage of this pause screen. Sick. Okay, so we want to go here. And we need to... This is the problem. You have to do that, and then you get the fucking key for the kitchen. Jesus. And I believe that is connected to here. Oh, mid-90s. Oh, I gotcha. Rufus is part of Shinra. Miss Joe, no, this Sneaky's fine. Yeah, absolutely is. There's no fucking doubt about it. Shh. She's fucking persistent. And you guys know how I feel about persistent stalkers. You know. Where's that locked door at? It's in... Fuck, I think it's back there, actually. I have such a bad sense of direction. I don't know if you guys have noticed how I keep having to open and reopen the fucking... Oh, no, it's right here in the dining room, Jared, you fool. Recording what? Video in the making. So, I'm putting together some footage for a video covering fan translations. This is not going to be like the next video type of deal, but a next video. At some point this will come out. What I'm thinking though... Okay, hold on. Let me pause this so I can put this all into perspective. So you guys know how I usually do it. I'll do like a Resident Evil clone and RPG that I like or something like that. Subject matter wise. And then I'll take like 6 to 10 games and I'll put that in a video that'll roundabout be somewhere in the neighborhood of like an hour and 20 minutes, right? I'm putting together these like a list for these fan translations. Let me put it over here so I can read it more comfortable. And I have a lot of stuff. Like on the PS1, we have 11 games so far. On the G, this is all stuff that I've just put together assets for. I haven't recorded footage for all these yet. So there's 11 PS1 fan translations, and this is just picking out ones that seem interesting to me. I've got 9 on the GBA. I've got 9 on the PS2. PSP has about 7. 9 on the Saturn. Sega CD has 1. There's not a lot of Sega CD fan translations. And there's only like 2 on the Wii, so I have 1 of them. 4 for the N64. I'm going to have to buy an EverDrive for that. That'll be fun. And oddly enough, for the PC Engine and PC Engine CD, there are 12. So I'm thinking I'll keep this list growing and I'll keep working on these sections because it's sort of a modular video. I can work on a small part of it and I can record and edit together a small 5-minute portion and be done with that, throw it on a hard drive somewhere, and then work on it again in the middle of a project next fucking time or whatever it is. So I can kind of mess around with this on my downtime, which means maybe I can keep working on this for months and months and months. And then at the end of the whole process, I have like a fucking 8-hour video. How fucking awesome would that be? I would have so much fun with that. Backlog increases. Yeah, exactly. And these are all mostly games that I've never played. I've been planning on doing a fan translation video for years and years and years. And I just like, it's one of those projects that you want to do, you never get around to. But every time I come across a fan translation, I'll put it on the list, but I won't play it because I'm like, yeah, I want to play it for that video and have my ideas of it fresh in my head and stuff. Nowadays when I play video games, I want there to be some sort of like stated purpose to it instead of like, I just want to have fun. It's like, no, what kind of business can I conduct with video games? It's sad and pathetic, but it makes me feel really good when I sit and spend all day playing video games if I have accomplished anything at all. You know what I mean? And you know what? Speaking of which, I have to cook myself, for me, what'll be breakfast. Even though it's almost, holy fuck, it's 1:43. Goddamn. Okay. I got to get out of here. That is my cue to go. 2.5 hours. That's not bad for me being sick. First time back, right? That's not terrible. Okay, I would say that is an acceptable result for sure. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. It has been a nice, relaxed, ease myself back in kind of deal. You know what? Let's keep going. Let's see what happens. That was like fully silent. It is strange that there's no music in this game. I'm going to have to make a note of that because I don't know if I did in my original script I had prepared. Let's see. I hate Google Docs will sometimes log me into my other account, and then I'll see a bunch of Google Docs stuff from like when I was in college, which gives me anxiety about having to do college assignments. And then like every time I open Google Docs, I'm like, oh fuck, shit. All right, Sakura Wars. Okay, Walker. Here we go. Okay. Damn, that's a tasty lick you got there. Okay. Cutscenes and maybe just outside of cutscenes. We should call it like ambient sound effects, probably, right? Nice. Okay. All right, guys, I appreciate you coming to my impromptu footage capturing session. Thank you so much for coming, hanging out, shooting the shit with me, and just get my mind off stuff. Everybody, I hope you have a good day. Thank you so much if you subscribed or you liked the stream or you joined up as a channel member or you donated a super chat, whatever. If you did anything that was nice, fuck yeah, dude. Become the VTuber you can be. God, dude, I wish I was built for that. I wish I could do like a cute voice and struggle trying to do things that I'm not normally good at and have people think it's cute and endearing instead of dumb. That'd be fucking dope. Anyway, everybody have a fucking awesome day or night, whatever it is. Just have a good one. Please make wise choices. Don't drive drunk. Dobu, you son of a bitch. Thank you very much for the $10 super chat, Dobu. Money to buy hot lemon water. Feel better. Thank you, man. I appreciate it, dude. Good luck on your travels. Don't wear yourself out. Don't get in my position. Get all sick. All right, guys. Have a good one. I'm going to hit the button that makes it make me go away now, which I have just now found. Everyone have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.